looking for a hobby that you can enjoy with your family? Have you thought about archery? Paul's Archery Barn, located in Hurt, Virginia, has everything to supply your archery needs. He's open Monday through Thursday from 5 until 9. He's closed on Fridays and Sundays and is open on Saturday from 8 until 12. Let's go inside and see what all he has to offer. That's Paul, owner and operator of Paul's Archery Barn.
Hey, how you doing?
We'll take a quick tour of his store to see what all he has to offer. Paul, is there anything you want to highlight on this wall behind you?
We have all kinds of peep sights and arrow rests and broadheads and releases and sights, just about anything you could need for accessories on your bow. We have more accessories out here in the hallway on another pegboard.
Okay, I'll go out there and have a look at those. The store is located in the basement of his home. And here are some other items in his store. Not only does Paul sell arrows, he's a new breed dealer, and we'll talk about that in a minute. He also repairs bows and makes arrows. I'll let him tell you a little bit about his workshop.
In here we've got a Blitzenberger fletching jig where I build all the arrows in it. We've got a good modern bow vise to do all the work on it with leveling equipment, arrow cutoff saw high speed to make sure we cut your arrows good and straight before we insert them. We have a bow press with capabilities of doing crossbows. I've done several crossbows with it to the best of my knowledge. I'm the only one in the area that has one. We've got a wide selection of vanes and wraps and just about anything you could want for your arrows you can pick for us to build them for you. We can do simple setups all the way up to competition setups.
Okay. We'll go back into the main store and we'll talk a little bit about New Breed. That's the brand that Paul specializes in. New Breed bows.
Okay, right here we've got the Nemesis bow, which took place of the Lycan last year. It's a short 30-inch axle-to-axle bow that's great for ground blinds or tree stand hunting down south in the little thickets and stuff we have. We have the new GX2 that's just introduced this year for 2016. This is the camo version. I had a black version, but I had a great guy, Dwayne Burnett, that came in from Hillsville last Saturday and took that one off my hands, and he's already posted a video on how much he loves that new bow. Here is the Blade SS, which is their flagship speed bow that shoots about 318 feet per second with a 390 grain arrow right out of the box. And right here are your standard version Blade bows that are a great all-around target bow or hunting bow, whichever application, or you can use them for both. We've also got a good selection of used bows for anybody that's on a pretty tight limited income. And then we've got some mid-range bows made by Quest that come as a bow package for people that really aren't ready to make the big jump to a high-end bow, that we offer for about $500 to $600 for a bow package. And we've even got some youth bow packages for the up-and-coming archers. And right over here to the right of me, I've got my staff shooter, who's also a staff shooter for New Breed, Ian Rigney, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his background and his bow.
All right, well, let me grab my bow, and as I'm grabbing, I'll just kind of tell you, I've been on New Breed staff for a year now, and I can tell you that I am just super pleased with the performance, the speed, the smooth draw, just everything of this bow is exactly what a professional archer would want. I don't call myself a professional by no means. I've won 4 collegiate national titles and 4 state championship titles here in Virginia with the Archery Shearers Association. And
didn't you place in the top 40 of the last ASA shoot at London, Kentucky?
in Kentucky, I shot 24 up, and that put me in the money in the No 45 class. And this bow was just phenomenal. This was last year's bow. This is a new breed sideboard. It was replaced this year by the Elevation, but I got greedy and went ahead and ordered the sideboard. I got the American flag color. New breed offers endless customization options. I went with the flag pattern, and with July 4th coming up, you know, what better bow to show than this? It's decked out with CBE sight, dead center stabilizer, and Black Eagle arrows, provided all by Paul's Archery Barn, who is a Black Eagle dealer. And as far as a great 3D or indoor spot bow, but this is your bow. So is the Elevation for this year. Long axle to axle, long brace height coming in at what's about 7.5 inches. And speed, you know, this can be an IBO or an ASA bow with a little over 300 feet per second, you know, if you play your numbers right. And really you can get out of these bows whatever you want. And being not an assembly line bow, being made one by one man, tuned by one man, and these bows just have so much quality put into them that you really don't get it anywhere else with any other bow company.
No, and I'll say that to second you. Kyle Knoll, who's president and owner of New Breed Archery, they're in Fultondale, Alabama, is a super guy. His whole staff that works for him are super. Ian and I have attended 3 ASA shoots this year, from the very first one in Alabama to the last one in Kentucky that we shot. Kyle has always met us right there at his booth and took the time to visit. He remembers who you are. Just a great all-around guy who shows up at every event as an owner instead of just an owner that you never see. So I'm just thrilled to be a dealer for them.
Okay, so there you have it. Paul's Archery Barn, located at 609 Lynn Street in Hurt, Virginia. If you're considering archery as a hobby, come see him and he'll fix you right up.
Phone number is 434-444-6742.
And before I go, I have to introduce to you his little assistant, Ronnie Ani, the barn cat. He'll always greet you when you come in. Come see us.